Hi guys, and welcome to another video for Access Control System. This is Peter, the Technical Support Manager at WatchNet, and today we are diving into the world of cutting-edge access control system technology. Join us as we explore the latest and the most advanced security solutions designed to protect your spaces and ensure the peace of mind. I will be providing you with in-depth reviews and insight into the functionality, features, and performance of Access Control Kit. We will examine and evaluate the components that make up for these systems, so you can make informed decisions when it comes to making sure that you're securing your premises. Introducing the two-door Access Control Kit. You should be able to see the part number right above here. Our Access Control Kits are available in the 4 or an 8-door controller. This consists of proximity readers, access cards, PV injector to power our panel, of course, and all the documentation needed for you to be able to install our systems. The dimension of the box is 412 by 395 by 80 centimeters and weighs about 9.9 pounds. So this is the front of the box, and right up on the back you will see all the features available on our system. So let's open up the box and take a closer look on what's inside. Okay, so let's open it up. So as you can see, when you open it up, you'll see the iron box, which contains the controller board, and the accessories and everything will be inside. And once you open it up, we have our quick guide, manuals. Here you can scan the QR code to download the software and guides, and all necessary documents and guides that you'll need to install our access control. Okay, and here we'll have the reader. So this one will have 2 readers, 1 and 2, because this is a 2-door controller. And we also have different types of controllers. We have a 4, we have an 8. Depending on what you need, you can order them, and you'll have as much readers and whatever you need inside the kit. On this box, we will have the PV injector. So PV injector to power the controller board. So here we don't need a 12 volt to power the board, but you can actually use a 12 volt DC, 5 amps if you want to power it using the regular 12 volt DC. Here you just connect the cable going to the PV port and goes into the outlet, and then one goes into your network to be able to connect to it. Okay. And we also have the cards. Here we'll have the ISO cards included on the kit. I believe there's 10 cards included per kit. And we also have 2 keys to lock the cabinet, and some screwdriver. This terminal right here is to connect the battery. So the battery is not included. You'll have to buy it separately. Okay. And if you notice, on cabinet door you'll have your diagram depending on the controller that you purchased, and some wiring as well, and label and everything will be there. So as well as the dip switch settings, you'll see here. But so far, as long as you purchase it and ship from us, you won't need to change any dip switch setting on the controller, because that will already be pre-configured. Okay. The dimension of the cabinet is 403 by 384 by 72 millimeters thickness. Alright, so on the left hand side you will see we have the reader inputs. So this one is a 2-door controller. You'll have your reader 1 and reader 2, 1 and 2. Alright, and then on the right hand side you have your lock outputs. So you'll have your relay 1, relay number 2, and the 2 additional here is going to be your auxiliary output. So depending on the controller, you'll have additional auxiliary outputs as well as some inputs that you can program depending on what you want to trigger or what you want to do on the control board. And right below that, or in the middle part, you will have your door contacts as well as your exit button or request to exit buttons. So you can wire it here. They are dry contacts. So you need to power your exit button separately if you require power. And then at the bottom right here is going to be your auxiliary inputs that you can connect and then program them to whatever you like. So this one will have 4 additional inputs. Alright, and our board also have 2 12-volt outputs that you can power some devices. Okay, so this one has 12 volts, 1 amp output. So each one of them you'll have 1 and 2. And then on the top you'll have your 12-volt DC inputs. There's one here, and then there's one here if you have a connector. That's also 12-volt input. And then this one right here, the orange one, will be your battery connector. So you can wire them here, and this is the wiring at the bottom. Okay, you can place them on the bottom of the cabinet. And this one right here is going to be your PoE input. So you can connect your network. This will power the board if you have a PoE injector or PoE switch. We also have RS-485 connection if the site doesn't have a network cable that you can run, or they already have cables that you want to use, and you can communicate using RS-485 using this port right here. The cable should be inside here, and extra cables. You should be able to see it and use those inputs on the port. Our controller supports up to 30,000 cards or 100,000 cards if it's online on the software. Transaction can be is up to 100 to 270,000, or it can be saved onto the controller for at least 3 months without having it connected to the software. We also have 15 different time zones for each door. We have 24 sets of flow control. We have programmable door status such as always open from first card, or always close. Okay, and our controller supports 24 up to 72 bits of weekend reader. So if you have third-party reader that's within that range, you can connect that to our controller and you should be able to use that reader. As I mentioned before, WatchHead offers different types of controller, starting from a 2-door, a 4, and an 8. The one that we unboxed today is a 2-door kit, allowing you to control up to 2 doors. The next option that we have is a 2-door kit also, but has 4 reader input, which are programmed for in and out 4-door. And the third one that we have is a 4-door kit, allowing you to control 4 readers and 4 locks. And lastly, we have an 8-door controller kit, allowing you to control up to 8 doors. One of the advantages we have for our aux control is the reader. The reader are already programmed to open certain locks once you add the cards into the system. We also have a single door keypad reader controller, which you can mount directly beside the door. All you need to do is run your wire for power, network, door sensor, request to exit, and lock directly into this keypad reader, and you can open the door directly. We also have an elevator controller that allows you to control up to 16 floors per board. And if you need more than 16 floors, you can just add a controller on top of it, and the maximum floor it can handle is 128 floors. Now if you need more auxiliary input and output and the board that you have doesn't have enough, you can use our input and output port, which has 16 inputs and 8 additional auxiliary output. WatchHead also have different types of readers, keypad readers. We also have Bluetooth readers and some of the UHF readers that you want to use for long range, depending on the site or requirements you have on the site. WatchHead also offers a standalone fingerprint reader if you want to use a fingerprint reader to access the doors. Just like our single door keypad reader, this one is a standalone and you can wire directly your locks, sensors, request to exit, and enroll your fingerprint directly from the reader. It also has a keypad reader and a card reader if you want to use a card as well. For more information about our products, you can visit our WatchHeadAccess.com website, and you can also download our software, manuals, and guides from this website. So thanks for watching and have a good day.